In this video we want to look at this thing called gradient, which in an American school, or an Americanism, you might call a slope. Now the gradient of a line is how steep it is. And we measure this by looking at the rise, which is this part here, and we divide it by the run. So let's have a look at an example. The other thing I'm going to do is also look at the y-intercept, but let's concentrate on the gradient to begin with. So I want to draw a right angled triangle similar to the one here. And the trick to doing this is to pick a corner on a whole number. So I don't want to start here. This would not be a very good place to be because it's in the middle of a square. So I'm not going to start there. I'm going to start here. And I'm going to go across two lines, two squares. And then I'm going to go up until I hit the line again. And again, this hits on a corner, so it's good. So you need to judge by eye where it's going to be. This goes up 4 and across 2. So it's 4 divided by 2. The rise divided by the run. So the gradient is 4 divided by 2. So one question that students ask a lot is, does it matter where I draw that right angled triangle? Well, no, it doesn't. Let's go down here, and again I'm going to pick a corner, and I'm only going to go across one line, and I'm going to come up 2. So here we've got 2 divided by 1. 2 divided by 1, the gradient's 2. What if I make a really big one? 2, go across 3, and now go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one is 6 up and 3 across. 6 divided by 3, the gradient is always 2. Now let's also look at the y-intercept, and this one's quite an easy one to get. The y-intercept is just here where it crosses over the y-axis. So the y-intercept is -1. So that one's a very easy one to work out. Okay, let's do another one. Now this time I'm going to draw a right angled triangle, but I have to go backwards. Now I'm going back 2, 3, 4 units and up 2. Now because I come this way, I'm going negative. So that's -4 and 2. So the gradient, which I just put in G for the time being, is the rise 2 divided by the run -4. So we're going to have -1/2, and I'd really like to leave that as a fraction. Now again, does it matter where I draw it? No. If I take it here and I just go across 2 and up 1, well actually in fact that's -2 and 1, we still get 1 divided by -2. So no problem with that. This time it's just the gradient is a minus. And then finally, where does it cross over the y-axis? At 3. So that's the y-intercept here at 3. I've got one final one to do here. First of all, let's look at the y-intercept, -3. And now let's do the same thing with my gradient. So I'll go across 2 and up 2. 2 divided by 2. Gradient's 1. And again, I could pick a different part and go across 3 and go up 3, and they're both positive. So 3 and 3, that's also 1. So one thing we would have noticed, that this line and that first one that we chose, they both slope upwards, but the second one slopes downwards. The ones that slope upwards have a positive gradient, and the ones that slope downwards always have a negative gradient. That's because you're going backwards here for the run, and the rise you're going up, whereas here you're going positive, positive.